Hey Believers, this is SuperZombgbBQ, and today we've had news, we have had word from Cat Daddy, Towers, Castle, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it's called. What matters is that today we have had new news and details about what is coming in the huge update tomorrow. And it's quite interesting. In fact, I didn't get one of the predictions right. That's not ever happened before. Never. No, never. Yet some really interesting new things are coming. One is going to be really liked by people, and the second one came kind of out of the blue, but is something people have been speculating is going to be coming for a long time. And actually, I'm surprised. I expect this to appear at the beginning of Season 3, but we're going to get right into the details of this. If you like what you see in this upload, remember to smash that like button. In fact, if you can hit it as many freaking times as possible for the new updates, all the new awesome stuff that's coming in WWE SuperCard, we're going to be looking at it, what they possibly could be bringing as well, because I'm not so sure this is all we're getting. It might be, but I'm not so sure it's all we're getting. We'll talk about that in a second. Maybe there'll be some stuff held back for maybe another week, or maybe they're just not releasing all of it today. But we're going to talk about the details right now. Before I do that, because it's team related, we're going to get ourselves our Team Road to Glory rewards. And this does come with a big announcement that I have left the normal team I'm in, which is Melts. I decided to leave them yesterday before the team event. But the exciting news is I'm going to be building my own team. Potentially, I'm even considering building more than one team to get more subscribers, more people who watch the content into the teams, which is just great news for everyone. More YouTube subscribers, definitely more Twitch subscribers into the teams, potentially give permanent places away for these new VIP Twitch subscribers, which I'm looking as a long-term thing. But at the moment, there's no concrete details. All I will say to you is as soon as it happens, I will let you guys know about it. We're going to get ourselves as Baron Corbin, criminally undervalued in the WrestleMania 33 tier. But it doesn't matter about Baron Corbin, it matters about the glorious one. Because he is glorious. He is Bobby Roode. He is awesome, he is glorious, and I want to say a huge shout out, by the way, to Ninja Boy. He will be very happy that Bobby Roode was the card. But I'm not going to say why. I think you should just go and watch the video I put at the top of the video, just up here. He's going to be very, very happy. Done. We got him. And yeah, we're going to lock that card in, because we can't train away a WrestleMania 33 card. It does make me slightly salty, because he would have been another WrestleMania pro for me, but unfortunately, I ended up deleting him for a challenge on Road to Glory. So that's my own fault. Yay. Which leads us very, very nicely onto the new stuff that's coming tomorrow. The new stuff that's coming tomorrow is teams related. And for the first time ever in WWE SuperCard, which is why I'm so surprised it's been this long before it's happened, we are getting a permanent team mode, which is going to be called Team Battleground, another WWE pay-per-view, much like Money in the Bank, much like Royal Rumble. They'll probably bring in more WWE pay-per-views as well in the future for event names, etc. We've got now another game mode, which is going to be called Team Battleground. All the details coming up right now. It sounds exciting. It's a game mode. It's not an event. It's a game mode for teams. Maybe creates a bit more excitement, especially given that teams other than Money in the Bank are probably the most popular part about WWE SuperCard, other than those all important login bonuses, which we're going to get to very soon as well. Some big news on those. So let's talk about Team Battleground. Now, Team Battleground is, as I said, a permanent mode, and it's going to require a lot of communication, a lot of management. It's going to be requiring a lot of persistence from team managers. That's one thing definitely for certain. And the way it's going to work is that if we go to a team now, I'm actually in Wicked Wrestlers at the moment. I was in their team for this, and thank you to Loza for letting us in, and King Carl, obviously, who was the owner of the team. Anyone who is a general or an owner of the team will have access to starting a Team Battleground match. And that Team Battlegrounds match, from what I've been reading, will go between you and one other team. So it is going to be team versus team. it effectively is a Team King of the Ring. But not in name, just in spirit. Now, just like a King of the Ring, it will use your deck that you have for your team. It will randomly select certain cards and will then use an energy-based system to charge your cards up. But it works a little bit differently because in King of the Rings at the moment, and if I go to Wild Game mode, you'll be able to pull energy cards from the board. What's going to happen is at a certain time period, when you have started a Battleground match, you will then be able to pull a charge card off the board. Those charge cards will allow you to supercharge your cards and give your cards even more power. And that power, that ultimate power that you'll now have, will then be able to be used in that match. But if you don't get in during the prep time, more about prep time and the attack time in a second, or phases they're calling them in game, then you will lose those energy, those charge cards, because they are only available whilst that event is going on. So more about prep time. So your random cards go in, you get the same amount of cards you do in a ring domination match, which is 6. So you get 6 cards randomly drawn. Everyone gets the same deck in your team, and you have 24 hours to prepare by pulling cards off the board, just like you saw me here, which you get yourself, instead of energy cards, which is this baby here, you'll get yourself charge cards, and they supercharge your cards in that. Now, there's been no word about what cards can be used, but I'm assuming it's Season 3 cards and Season 2 cards only. And it'll be based off your deck rank. So if you're in a WrestleMania 33 tier, you'll face WrestleMania 33 teams, Ultimate tier, Ultimate teams, etc, etc, etc. Once you've prepared your cards and that 24-hour period has finished, you will then go into attack phase. Now, the attack phase, you charge up and you strengthen your cards to make them super powered. Like, you want to be like Hulk Hogan back in the 80s, brother, with these not quite 24-inch pythons. But anyway, the point is that this attack phase will then allow you to go after certain members of the team who don't have quite so highly charged cards, and you can communicate with your team members. And I could just see this being really fun, especially if you are using the team chat, Twitter, for example. Lots of teams use Twitter. This is going to be really, really competitive, especially if teams are going up against each other. There's going to be a lot of rivalries going on, especially at the top tier. It's not quite Teams PCC. God, for hoping that game mode never comes back. But after the attack phase, which lasts a day, you then will have a winner and a loser. The winner and loser will then get rewards. But what is the most important part is that instead of just getting standard King of the Ring awards, for example, you will earn battle points, which is very similar to the Money in the Bank contract system. Now, no details on how that works yet, and we will see probably brand new design cards, maybe not straight away, but in the future. But these battle point cards effectively will probably be the ability to purchase yourself if you save up some really awesome new rewards, especially being a permanent game mode. This seems like something you're going to want to be playing quite a lot. They're going to probably incentivize paying this quite heavily. If you win, you get yourself battle points. You might get yourself some cards, some other things like support cards. Maybe scrap the support cards, because I don't think I know one person who wants a support card. They're literally as common as water nowadays, but the rewards for the losing team aren't specific to just losing, so you're not just going to get a turd in your hand if you come second. It's not you win or you lose. If you have grinded like hell and you played really well, kind of carried your team but still lost, you'll still get some pretty good rewards and still get some battle points. And you build up those battle points, you can use it in a battle point store. So I want to know what your opinions are on this. So just to summarize, when you found the team you're facing, you go into preparation mode for a day, and that allows you to pull these charge cards off the board. Once you've got into the preparation mode, you are locked into a game with that team. You can't come out of that game. So then you go into attack mode after that. An attack phase means you then play against that team. You go backwards and forwards, and eventually there's a winner. You get battle points, cool rewards, question mark, profit. Sounds good enough to me. But one of the other big parts of this update is that, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the login bonus has been revealed, and I can very happily tell you that as of tomorrow, the login bonus will now not only feature cards, it will feature, and this excites me, packs. So packs will finally be available outside the pack store free of charge just for logging in. This is something I have been saying that needed to be done since SuperCard started. The game is only going to get better, becoming more and more like FIFA Ultimate Team and other games like Madden Ultimate Team, where you can win packs by participating in events. It's not going to be the whole thing. It's not necessarily going to be that the best card you can get in the game is going to be in that login bonus. But for example, for logging on for 30 days or 28 days, you might get yourself a WrestleMania 33 pack and pack yourself a Pro. And at the end of the day, all you get is an Elite card right now. So sure, that's better than nothing. Maybe it'll only go up to Ultimate, so you only get up to a Elite pack, which will get you an Ultimate or an Elite. But still, it's a chance at something, and it's not specific anymore. And that's one thing I think is really, really good with these login bonuses now, is that you could technically get anything, and it's not just a case of, you know, trying to get people up further in rewards. They can now put that more emphasis into things like the battle points, the Money in the Bank contracts. But that's not all. There are some other bits and pieces in there. I want to know what your thoughts are on the free packs you are going to get just for switching on the game and just pressing login. That's it. Couldn't be more simple than that. But last thing we need to look at. I'm almost certain that there's got to be throwbacks or fusions in this update. I wouldn't be surprised if they come tomorrow and say, surprise, here's some throwbacks and fusions as well. We've created some new ones for WrestleMania 33 tier. I'm not so sure that's as far-fetched as people think. Maybe it doesn't come out this week, maybe it comes out next week, because I'll put in the update and then I'll add it later on. Everyone will have access to their own individual profile in game, which would include everything you need to know. For example, PvP stats, ladder rewards, login bonuses, as well as card backs. So you're going to have your own player profile, which has all your stats on it, which other people can see as well as you can see, which is going to have everything you need to do, and the attitudes are going to be there as well. So I believe that this entire section here is going to be completely rebuilt from scratch. My biggest bugbear about this update, Cat Daddy, where's the new event? Give us a new event. We need something to replace Ring Domination or Road to Glory, so it's a cycle. We can't keep going Road to Glory or Ring Domination forever. It just can't happen. Not only that, surprise, there's not new cards. Maybe we'll find out tomorrow. I'm going to throw a suggestion in here. If you're adding player profiles, please make an achievement-based system that people can use to test themselves and push themselves more in SuperCard, so there are goals and rewards for doing so. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Let me know what you think about free packs for logging in. And most importantly, let me know what you think about Team Battleground. We are going to be streaming live tomorrow when Team Battleground goes live to look at it for the first time and see what the new rewards and the new game mode looks like. I can't wait. I will see you all very soon, and remember to like this video hard as you possibly can. Subscribe to the channel whilst you're there, and I will see you all tomorrow. And one last thing before we go, and that is to sleep!